I'm gonna draw every monster in the 5e monster manual. It might be crazy, but I'm doing it anyway. So over on my Instagram, I have been working on a little project for a couple of months now, and I don't know why I haven't mentioned it here on YouTube sooner, but I am drawing every monster in the monster manual, and I've done like 50 of them so far. I'm posting one monster a day on my Instagram stories, and so far so good. So there's like 304 pages of monsters in the book. Some pages have multiple monsters per page. Some monsters take up multiple pages. So I haven't really bothered counting exactly how many monsters there are in the monster manual. It's not totally clear, but I'm thinking this project will wrap up around the end of this year. Hopefully by the end of 2021, I'll have drawn all the monsters. So way back when I was a little dude, I stumbled across the second edition monster manual at like a Borders or a Books A Million shop. It was the black cover with the beholder and the red dragon on it. And more than the player's guide and definitely more than the dungeon master's guide, the monster manual is what sparked my imagination. And I've always thought, even way back in the 6th grade, that it would be totally awesome to illustrate a book full of monsters. But doing a whole book of monsters seems incredibly daunting, and that's a lot of illustration. So like, I made a set of 50 paper miniatures for the D&D starter set. If that sounds like something you're interested in, link in the description. But that project took me over a year to do, and the thought of going from 50 illustrations to 300 plus illustrations seems insane. I mean, it probably is insane, but I'm doing it. I'm gonna do it. All right, let's pull back for a second. So I get asked all the time if I have any tips on how to get better at drawing. And my go-to answer is to be super focused with your practice by doing a project. So like, if you want to get better at drawing maps, set up some rules, make a list, and start drawing maps on a schedule. And before you know it, you'll have a stack of maps and you'll be way better at drawing them. Another example and a big inspiration for this project is my pal Casey is doing this skateboard challenge where he's posting on his Instagram stories him doing a 360 flip every day for an entire year. So that's 360 360 flips. And by the end of the year, he's going to be really awesome at 360 flips. He started his project in January. At the beginning of the year, him posting every day got me thinking, wait a second, there's like 350 or so monsters in the monster manual. That's around how many days in the year there are. So if I post one drawing a day, give or take, by the end of the year, I will have drawn the entire monster manual. And the dream of 6th grade JP will have been fulfilled, and I'll have a book's worth of monster illustrations, a huge stack of paper, and hopefully I'll be a little bit better at drawing monsters. So the cool thing about doing a drawing project like this is that there's already a list of everything I need to draw. So there's no sitting there trying to think up an idea of what am I going to draw today. None of that. I just turn to the next page of the monster manual, read a couple paragraphs, and start drawing that monster. But we are still talking about a ton of work. So sometimes it takes me like 2 hours to draw a single character, and I don't have that kind of time to devote to a side project like this every single day. And honestly, lately I've been wanting to loosen up my drawing style a little bit because it takes me 2 hours to draw a single character sometimes. So I thought if this project is gonna work, I'm gonna have to implement some rules to keep me from spending too much time on these drawings. So first thing is just a simple sheet of 8.5 by 11 paper with pencil and pen, no computer, no Control-Z, undoing over and over again. I'm gonna use my favorite Kuretake brush pen that I like to sketch with. I'll have a link to that pen down in the description. Also, no color. I'm just gonna use a 3C Copic marker to give a little bit of shading and dimension, but no color. Also, I'm not gonna be fixing any inking mistakes, no whiteout or anything like that. And the big one, I have to draw, ink, and marker the monster in 30 minutes or less. And also, no scanning the drawing and taking it into Photoshop and fixing it up, messing with the levels and getting it all ready and then saving it and posting it. I'm just gonna snap a picture with my phone and post it straight to my Instagram stories. So yeah, I got the list of all the monsters ready to go. I have some rules in place so I don't get carried away. And so far, this project has been working pretty good. Of course, I don't love every monster drawing that I've made, but that's okay. The cool thing about this project is now that I've done 50 of these monster drawings, I can feel myself getting better. I can feel myself getting into the flow and not caring so much. Well, okay, that's not the right way to say it. I can feel myself loosening up, embracing the imperfection. And honestly, I'm getting more confident in my drawing because I'm committing to the everyday practice of it all. Plus, when I zoom out and think about it as a whole, it's not like a few crappy drawings are gonna stand out that much when there's 300 plus drawings all collected together into one place. I think, anyway. At least that's what I'm telling myself. So I guess I went a little bit harder on this Draco Lich drawing than I have on the others because I'm making this video. It's definitely the biggest drawing I've done so far, and honestly it's probably too big, but that's okay. This is making me think I probably should have made a template so that all of the drawings are around the same size. Well, too late now. So anyway, I am not completely sure what I'm going to do with all these drawings at the end of this project. Maybe I'll make a little zine that collects all of them. Maybe I'll make them all available as paper miniatures. I don't know. Leave me a comment with what you think I should do with all these drawings. If they just live in my Instagram stories, that's cool too. But yeah, either way, when I get to the end of this project and I have all of the drawings done, I will 100% make another video and show them all off. So you can count on that for sure. So yeah, these are the first 50 or so monsters that I've drawn. If you want to take a closer look, I've got a highlight up on my Instagram page. That'll be the first link in the description. And if you want to keep up with this project, definitely go follow me on Instagram. I'm having so much fun doing these monster drawings, and I'm very excited about the idea of saying that I've drawn every monster in the monster manual, and I'm hoping that this inspires you to do your own drawing project. Of course, you don't have to do a drawing every day for a year. I realize how crazy that is. We'll see if I even make it to the end of the year. I'm gonna make it to the end of the year. But you can absolutely start off by drawing something once a day for a week, and if that goes well, then you can extend it and draw something once a day for a month, or whatever works for your schedule. But I promise that if you make a list of things you want to draw, so you don't have to think about it on the day, and then set up some rules with how you're going to do the drawing, and then stick to a schedule, you'll be really surprised how quickly you improve and how much confidence you gain from the project. So give it a shot. Let me know if you start a project. I would love to see it. Hit me up on Instagram. And while you're there, hit me with some encouragement. It's going to be a fun year of drawing monsters. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I'll see you in the next one. See ya!